Okay, we're going over our stiff leg deadlift on one leg. So I'll give you a little rundown of the setup without weight first, and then we'll go over how we're setting up with weight. We want a pretty decent staggered stance here so that we have the opportunity to leverage this kickstand. So in doing so, about a foot behind or maybe slightly more is what you might need to access a really good push into this hip to find that stretch. So you can see with this setup here now, what I'm actually going to think about doing first is bending into this kickstand leg. What this is going to allow me to do is really push into this hip and hinge my torso forward to find a really nice total stretch for that hamstring, and then pushing back up. The whole time I'm going to keep this leg bent, so I'm not actually going to kickstand and drive into that leg, but rather keep this leg bent and allow the work to remain coming from this stretched hamstring. So we're going to look to load this up. All the same things applying here now. Depending on how this is going to be prescribed, we're going to have a controlled range going down. And notice I'm keeping my arms in the same position. So I'm not reaching my arms out of position so that I can really focus through the hip. And back up. Now, what you might find prescribed here is as we go down, we'll ask you to hold the stretch position under load. What we may also ask is as you go down, you're going to go into a quasi-isometric here and pulse in that position. Depending on how it's prescribed, just ensure that you follow it in that manner. Take your time, there's no rush here. We're not looking for speed, we're looking for stretch. So you can see it from the side. Straight leg. I'm actually going to tense my quad as well. That's a good one to note. Kickstand, and then pushing into the hamstring. So that's our stiff leg deadlift, one leg.